What's going on, guys? It's Wolfie Kingston on the Wolfie Kingston channel, back at it again with another reaction video. From what happened at the WKW Season 9 premiere, I was told from the homie Andrew, who runs Submit Wrestling. Make sure you go and check out his channel. He wanted me to try and react to this other channel called Legacy Wrestling. And we're going to be checking that out right now. Everything you need to know about Legacy Wrestling. Let's give it a shot. You already know what it is. Let's see how we feel.
Gentlemen, I am the voice of Legacy Wrestling, Nathan Rogers, and this is everything you need to know about Legacy Wrestling.
Oh, that should go hard though.
Kicking us off is the most important question. What is Legacy Wrestling? Legacy Wrestling is the most unique WWE 2K26 creator wrestler show you will find, with 10 brands with 3 wrestlers signed to each. Each season of Legacy Wrestling will consist of a 6 major show cycle known to others as pay-per-view events, with each wrestler competing for individual points. And the top 15 in points at the end of the season will compete in the postseason. Now, I'm sure many of you are wondering, what is the point system? The point system is the foundation, the bread and butter of Legacy Wrestling. They are awarded to every wrestler after they win a match throughout the season, and the top 15 professional wrestlers at the end of the regular season will advance to the postseason. Brands will also be awarded points based on their wrestlers' wins, and at the end of the season, the top 3 brands will be rewarded, and the postseason will commence with a 15-man tournament to crown the Ultimate Champion. That is what
wow! So this is a big tournament.
That is what the entire regular season is about. Gearing up for that postseason tournament where we will crown our seasonal Ultimate Champion. Here is how you can gain points. By winning a match, that'll award you 5 points. Winning the Gold Star Championship will award you 10, the World Championship 12. Defending the Gold Star Championship will award you 8, while defending the World Championship will award you 12. And multi-match wins will get you 7 points, with the potential for more depending on how many people are in the match and how impressive the win is. Now it's time to introduce the double points briefcase. This briefcase will be crowned or defended at every major show. Holding it means you get double the points for match wins, championship wins. Even by winning the briefcase, you get double points, and that is great for those because it can only be won by those in the bottom 15. So if you are struggling, if you're in the bottom 15 and you are trying to get yourself into the postseason, this double points briefcase can help with getting yourself into that top 5, top 10, you name it. But if you are pinned while holding the briefcase, it will be vacated and crowned again at the next major show.
Ooh,
and it can only be crowned in multi-man matches, raising the stakes and making it all that harder to win this briefcase.
Interesting.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to see who is on the Legacy Wrestling Season 1 roster. Going in alphabetical order by brands, we begin with Alex Reynolds Wrestling, owned by the multi-time world champion himself, Alex Reynolds, and the 3 wrestlers that are signed to his brand. Let's start with All Animal Nate York from New York City, New York, weighing in at 232 pounds, 5'10", an absolute force in the ring. Moving on to the Red Baron, Christian Vine from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, a former world champion, has wrestled all over the world and finds himself here in Alex Reynolds Wrestling, 6'2", 213 pounds. And finally, we have Angelo Green from Boston, Massachusetts, 5'11", 252, an absolute tank here in Legacy Wrestling.
Okay, so I wanted to go back on this. Angelo Green's probably a Boston Celtics fan, so that's a negative right there. Jokes aside, I feel Angelo Green and Nate York, they're gonna be like the top 2 out of this 3. That's just me so far. And then as for these people, well, I'm about to see right now.
Hubbard, the former manager and world champion, and his 3 wrestlers signed to his brand is Kevon Murphy. He's 6'1", 233 pounds from Little Rock, Arkansas. Then we have Defiant Zachary Thornhill, 6'3", 220 pounds, formerly a part of the group known as Rebellion. Now is here in Legacy, looking to make a name for himself. And finally, we have Percy Carter, 6 foot, 310 pounds from Cardiff, Wales, a man who reigned terror upon Royal Legacy Wrestling over in Europe, has now made his way into the United States for Legacy Wrestling.
Okay. Honestly, I feel the top 2 for this one is Murray and Percy Carter. I feel like those 2 are going to be very dominant for this brand. I'm liking the energy, though. I could be wrong, but I like the energy.
Well, speaking of going global, up next is Eternity, and their owner, Irvin Boyd, has signed 3 wrestlers from across the globe, starting off with Wildfire Rainer Clausen from Frankfurt, Germany, 6'3", 255 pounds, might be the quickest guy and most powerful guy on the roster. Then we have Infinite Quinn Phelps, known for his time over in Project Wrestling, from Sydney, Australia. And finally, the Culture Show Tanaka from Osaka, Japan. All 3 of these guys from different parts of the globe, all brought together through Eternity and Legacy Wrestling.
All right. For this, looking at this one, this is me reacting and giving opinions. The Culture is the weak link. I feel like the Culture is going to be the weak link. Wildfire and Infinite, they're definitely going to carry. That's just how I feel. But I mean, again, I could be wrong. I'm loving it so far. Honestly, these people look fan-freaking-tastic and in great shape. But that's just my opinion for this.
Well, we talked about Project Wrestling a little bit. Here is the general manager of Project Wrestling, James Queen, and his brand, Horizon. And their 3 signed wrestlers, starting with Diego Rojas. Diego Rojas, known for his time in Summit Wrestling as the tag team partner of Julian Martinez as a part of Sacred Treasure, now finds his way here into Legacy. Then we have Rishi DeCruz, 6'6", 282 pounds from New Delhi, India. Gotta be a favorite to being, on paper, one of the most dominant members of this roster. And finally, we have Mike Violet, 6'2", 228 pounds from Cleveland, Ohio. Going to bring a new sense of technical wrestling here to Legacy Wrestling. What?
Oh, Lord. Honestly, they're all locked in. I don't have anything to say about this one. These 3, Diego, Rishi, Mike Violet, especially Mike Violet with a technical wrestling background. This team is probably going to knock everything out of the park. This might be like the unit for Legacy Wrestling.
Of technical wrestling here to Legacy Wrestling. What once was a show now finds its way as a brand here in Legacy. This is NXL, the new Extreme League, and their owner, Trevor Crane, has brought in some familiar faces. Gavin Donovan was once a member of a tag team called Crimson Blaze over on NXL when it was a show all those years ago. And Eric Griffin Osborne, a former champion over in NXL, as Trevor Crane has brought them back and assigned them to NXL here in Legacy, and has also brought in a newcomer from Royal Legacy Wrestling, Tyrone Thompson. We already saw the general manager of Project.
NXL, and they're more known for Extreme. Honestly, this might be the second runner-up for my choice of like brands. Horizon, I feel it's top brand. NXL is going to be in my 2. NXL in my 2.
We already saw the general manager of Project Wrestling. Now the owner and general manager of Summit Wrestling has decided to take over the Peak brand here in Legacy Wrestling. Has brought one of his own in Idris Aguilar from Cardiff, Wales, 6'2", 237 pounds. He has been very impressive over in Summit. I'm excited to see what he does here in Legacy, along with Cole St. Martin, one of the hottest independent stars over in Canada. Brought him here to Legacy and assigned him to Peak, along with High Octane Xavier Mercado from Houston, Texas, 6 foot, 224 pounds. All 3 of these guys are going to be elevated, hopefully, to the top of Legacy Wrestling.
I've never seen these people from Summit Wrestling, and I've been watching Summit Wrestling. I've been caught up to the most part. I've never seen these men, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe Aguilara? I could be lying, though. I don't know, but this seems that they might be in my 3. They might be in my 3rd spot, not gonna lie. That's probably my top 3. NXL, Horizon, and Submit. Those are most likely my top 3 factions, brands that I feel is going to make it to, like, the top.
You want to talk about hottest free agents? Well, Josh Payne and Power may have gotten the hottest independent star today, with Zach Gibbs, along with the Diamondback Tommy Zilish and the Warhead Ivan Kostov. Power has created quite a powerful group here in Legacy Wrestling, as Tommy Zilish known for ending careers, and Ivan Kostov has been on a tear over in Summit Wrestling. This is a great group.
I'm gonna take back the statement. NXL is not in my 2. This brand, this promotion is in my 2. NXL is most likely bumped to number 4. Because I know Ivan Kostov. And then looking at the Diamondback, I've never seen him in action, but I already feel that he has gone through tooth and nail with matches I don't even know what he had to go through. So this brand in my 2.
Group owned by an absolute legend in Josh Payne. Up next, in one of the most recognizable groups, Starlit Destiny has bought a brand and has sent one of their representatives, Ian Irvine, to own it, as they will have representation here in Legacy Wrestling. And they brought along 3 unrecognizable names here in the professional wrestling scene, starting off with the Hustler Isaiah Love. Then we have Wraith from Lima, Peru, and the Law, Ryan Banks. All 3 men, not a lot of information about, not a lot of knowledge on these guys. I'm excited to see what diamonds in the rough that Starlit Destiny have found here in Legacy.
I think I found my top 5. This is basically my top 5. Starlit Destiny, the other brand that we just talked about, Revolver, I think. I probably got it wrong. Submit Wrestling, and Horizon, and NXL. Those are my top 5. And I will state this now. Wrath is going to be the problem. I guarantee you Wrath is going to be the main issue that's going to be causing chaos against the other promotions. Saying it right now.
Legacy Wrestling. The innovator Adam Troy has bought Top Tier Wrestling. Will they be one of the top tier brands? I don't know, but they're up to a hot start, as they've got 3 of some of the most impressive professional wrestlers from around the world. Starting off with Gravity's Glitch, Dennis Murphy, the younger brother of Kevon Murphy from Dynasty. One of the biggest bright spots of Japanese wrestling with Naoya Hoshino, and the Pharaoh Omar Solomon from Cairo, Egypt. 3 of the best, most bright professional wrestlers, but will they be top tier? And
Not too sure about that other team. Top tier. They seem that they're going to be probably the most entertaining, because I feel like with these men, they're probably going to be very high on the high-flying scene. And as I stated, I said that he looked familiar. And yes, for people who don't know, Helios Bourne is formerly known as Simon Bourne. Helios Bourne is formerly known as Simon Bourne. That's why the moment I saw his face, I'm like, I know that face. He was a former WKW star. He was really popular in NBW a few seasons ago. But, hey, man, it looks like he has done a lot of work with his body. His physique looks great. Amadu Werner and Hot Topic Kyle Silvers. I don't know who they are, but it seems like they could be the one for the job. But let's see more on the info.
last but certainly not least, we have a great mix of talent here in the Wrestling Theater, owned by another very decorated superstar in Sterling Duvall. We have Amaru Werner, reality's greatest weakness. I would say the best high flyer on the roster, along with one of the biggest on the roster with Helios Bourne. He is 6'2", 350 pounds, but moves like he's 190, plus the hot topic, Kyle Silvers. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for everything you need to know about Legacy Wrestling going into Season 1 of this brand new show. We are excited to see what all 30 of these wrestlers can do and which brand and which wrestler will come out on top in the postseason. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you for the World Championship Tournament starting this week.
Honestly, I'm really excited. I'm actually excited for Legacy Wrestling. Everything is monetized to the T. All of these wrestlers from each promotion, tip-top shape, top-tip physical form, honestly look like they're ready to go. I already told you my top 5. And in all seriousness, like this, the thing is, the point system. The point system reminds me a lot of Bound for Glory, and that is not a bad thing. Bound for Glory basically did a point system to the point where, you know, when you get enough points, you'll be able to get a title opportunity, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So with the rules, they kind of sound similar, in my opinion. But again, it's not a bad thing. This is actually really cool. I'm really happy for this. I'm looking forward to this. And honestly, I need to make sure that I can actually catch this. If not, I mean, obviously I will literally put it in my queue playlist and start watching it and stuff, so I can, like, you know, take notes and, not be on the lookout, but, like, watch as, as I'm running a company. But no, this is good. This is really good. Fantastic work. Everything is well organized. Everything is well put with how, the rules are laid out. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see how this goes, and we shall see how this goes next week. So thank you very much for enjoying this reaction. I'm excited to see how this turns out. So if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, hit the share button, hit the hype button, and all that good stuff in between. Don't let the darkness dim your light. Make sure life doesn't end in despair. And as always, the con ends with you. Please make sure you give yourself a damn good one.